Hello, everybody, and welcome, Professor. This is my overview of the Certified Management Accountant exam. And we're going to talk today about essay questions and multiple choice question composition. My disclaimer and copyright notice: the information and opinions in this presentation are those of the author only and not the author's employers or affiliated organizations, including but not limited to Irvine Valley College in the South Orange County Community College District. The presentation is for educational purposes only and does not constitute any legal or accounting advice whatsoever. The previews I'm showing you here today, I'm basically using the Becker CMA Certified Management Accountant preparation course. This is all copyright by Becker Professional Education. And the other articles I'm showing you here are the copyright of those owners referenced. So how is the CMA exam set up? So what's going to happen is you're going to get 100 multiple choice questions. You're going to have 3 hours to complete those. Provided you get 50% of the multiple choice questions correct, you'll then be able to go through and see the 2 essay questions. So just kind of sharing with you here in terms of my journey. So as I'm kind of going through over here, and I'm just going to kind of share with you just to kind of like where I am like right now in terms of my studying. So what's kind of cool about the way that Becker has this set up is that basically if you're kind of looking in terms of, it's going to tell you basically a performance summary in terms of where you are with different things. The one thing I don't know is that with regards to I can attend a live study class, but the one thing I just don't know is, if I'm missing certain questions, kind of like where does that like put me? I have not yet scheduled the exam yet, so I haven't put in this. And as Amy Law, the former Becker representative for CPA review, said, Mike Bennett, your medal needs to get more filled in. So I'm still working on that. But what I've been doing though so far is that if you kind of look over here, for the first 4 modules, what I've done is I've went through and looked at, for this one, I looked at the concept videos, and I've gone through and I've done the multiple choice questions. Same thing over here. For these, I didn't really watch the videos as much. And it's just, again, because I teach the material. So for myself, it's not going to be as important as it may be for you. And then over here, what's the one thing I did want to preview here with you today are the essay questions. And so the kind of the cool thing over here about the essay questions, so I've already kind of, I've started this up, and as you can kind of see that I've kind of gone through over here, and I've already started kind of answering these questions. And what you'll see is it's going to go, what Becker will do is they're going to show you a particular essay scenario. And this will tell you what the scenario is. And then it basically gets you over here, down here, and this is myself writing this out. Now, what the cool thing is that Becker will show you a written explanation in terms of their model answer. But what they will also do too is you're going to see over here, this is a skill.
I think as well as different cost management or cost accumulation approaches. And so what we're looking at is this Inman Manufacturing Corporation, and they're looking to develop a budget.
So what's kind of cool about this is that they're going to go through over here and they're going to basically show you, they're going to give you a video explanation in terms of how to go through and to answer this particular question. And they seem to also do this over here.
Michael Brown. In this problem, we're going to be dealing with kind of a classic question.
So again, you'll have, like when you go through and do the essays on Becker, this will give you a chance to kind of go through and write these out. But you also will have, you can see what the explanation is. And then also at the same time over here in terms of using like the skill builder video. And part of the reason why I was kind of going over here and kind of looking at this is because I was getting over to the most recent part over here as I finished the multiple choice questions as they're related to activity-based costing. And I kind of like looked over here and like looked at this very first essay question. And this is kind of like, wow, this is pretty crazy. This kind of threw me off. So again, the good thing about the Becker CMA review course is that they have those tools there to help you kind of go through and basically go through and help you get and walk through those different parts. So That's just the video for today as I'm going through and taking different parts of the review course. I am considering signing up for this, and it's mainly because I can save $105 if I sign up for the exam, because I am now a member of the Institute of Management Accountants. I can sign up for the exam and get a discount. And as I'm going through this right now, I mean, I'm actually feeling like as I'm looking at this part over here, like the financial statement stuff, if I can't figure this out, I'm in big trouble. But over here, in terms of the cost management, at least through these first 4 modules, I'm feeling pretty good. But that's more than likely because I've gone through and I've taught it before. Supply chain management and business process management, I'll probably have to spend some time looking at those videos. Strategic planning, budgeting concepts, these other parts over here. Again, I just have to kind of go through and look at these cost and variance measures, responsibility centers. So I have a lot more to kind of go through and do, but I'm definitely, though, I feel as though I'm kind of making progress. And what I've looked at so far, if I miss a question, the reference part is right there. And again, I'm pretty sure a lot of the other online review courses have the same type of information, but I'm just using Becker because that's what I have access to. I did have textbooks, right? I've been given textbooks. However, for the textbooks, that to me is I wanted to, when you're taking the CMA exam or any type of exam, you want to basically be taking it the same way, because when you go to look at this at a Prometric testing center, before you walk in there, you want to be taking it the same way as you would be taking it at a Prometric testing center. The one thing I will kind of comment on as I've been going through the questions is I really, really wish I had Microsoft Excel, because that makes it a lot easier to do a lot of these questions. But my understanding is for the CMA exam, I might be wrong about this, you don't have access to Excel. So I've been using pen and paper, which I'll probably have to be going through and doing as I'm going through and taking the test. So that's just my comments so far as I'm going through my CMA exam journey potentially. And as I come up with more things, I will be happy to share them with you, more insights. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. And a huge shout out to Becker CMA Review for allowing me to go through and preview their review course to you. What I've done so far, I've really, really liked. By the way, too, I'm not being paid anything by Becker. I am very, either CPA or CMA exam review agnostic. The CMA Exam Academy is going to be giving me something I can give to you, which is essentially it's a coupon code where you're going to get 10% off. And if more than 20 students use that coupon code, I will get a free review course, which I can then give it away to you guys, one of my audience members. So as I'm going through and doing this more and more, I'll keep you apprised of my progress and what's going on with the different companies where I'm going through and previewing it. And again, with the CMA review or CPA review, I really want to recommend to all of you, you ask for a free trial period and just make sure it's the right course for you. If someone's unwilling to give you a free trial period, I would just kind of skip it, just because you have to really kind of sit there and say, this is going to be something I'm going to be spending about 16 weeks with, or might be even longer, to go through and to review for this particular test. If it's not the right, review for me, then I shouldn't be spending that kind of money on it to move forward. So again, just kind of keep that in the back of your mind as you're choosing a review class. But what I'm seeing so far, the CMA exam, especially from the Becker CMA review, I've liked what I've seen so far. And if I have a chance to preview others, I will definitely do so, just because I try to be review agnostic. So in any event, I look forward to seeing you on future videos. Have a great rest of your day.